Hey guys, Dynasty Warrior 6 here with a kind of video response to something I recently saw on Alpha Omega Sin's channel. And I usually don't do responses like this. I'm more of just a game hunter. But this I watched his video, which was a great video. It was awesome. I liked your information. I liked everything about it, Alpha. And I'm surprised because this is about the Xbox 720 or whatever the heck they name it. And the fact that it won't play used games. And at first I didn't know what it was talking. I didn't know exactly what was going on because I'm not really informed on the new stuff just yet. But then I watched his video, which is informative as always because he's very informed and very well put together on his videos about information. And I was surprised that they were thinking about doing something like that, where they were going to allow the publishers and the developers to have such a control over their own product that you have to buy new every time. And then the system and the game are like a symbiotic relationship, like Venom, where it's only him and you and Venom are together, and that's it, and it sucks you dry, it kills you. And if Xbox were to do something like that, personally, I think first off, it's just insanity because then some developers who don't agree would, I think, jump ship. Like possibly BioWare would jump ship. Bungie might do that. They might go to Sony or they might go to Nintendo, or these guys would make only exclusive titles for that. And then not only that, I also thought of other things as well, as the idea that Redbox, like those Redbox or Netflix or all those guys, I know not a lot of people hate Netflix or Redbox, but like all the video game rentals, all those guys who buy games to rent them out to people, that just, you lose all that money. So that big, okay, so here's a circle, here's that circle you have of the pie chart, whatever you want to call it, where it's like consumers who buy the games, then you got the retail, all that stuff. Then there's those guys who buy the games to rent the games. You lose that piece. So you're hoping to make that piece back by consumers buying up that much stuff, plus additional? Dude, you're going to be hard pressed because a lot of gamers now, especially for the newer stuff, especially myself, I don't buy the new stuff until I try it out sometimes, unless I know it's a game I want. Like, if it's God of War, okay, yeah, I'm going to buy it. But if it's like, I don't know, like more like fighting games, I don't always buy fighting games. I'm not a big fighting guy. I'm not, like my brother Dan is. So, like this, I rented the first one first. I rented it. I didn't just buy it. I rented it to make certain I wanted to play it. Then that. But like a game like this, I knew I was gonna like, and I bought it. But like, if I can't take this game over to a friend's house who lives in Washington or California or in Bend or Bend, Oregon, or anywhere, I had to take my system too. I gotta okay, here's my system, here's my controllers, here's my game, because everything is hooked together in one retarded shit fuck fest thing. What the hell? I don't understand why they would do that. So, and then what if I get like the red rings of death, or I get the yellow light of death? What if I get something like that? So this, see ya, that's it, it's gone. My game is done too. My system, now I have to send that into Microsoft and then hope to God it gets fixed, and they send me back the right system instead of me sending back a refurbished. So what's that going to happen? What could happen to the red rings of death thing? Because that thing's notorious still. That thing's still out there. It's not like it's going away. I still see Craigslist ads with yellow light of death, red ring of death. So what if that happens? Well, then I can't get a new 360 now, so I'm screwed. It's ridiculous. So not only do you have the renters who rent the games out, like Blockbuster, who's barely hanging on, but like Netflix, Redbox, and all that, they're gone. You're hoping the consumers make that pie chart. Then you're just hoping for all this copy. And then I also thought, this is a monopoly you're creating, because then you're making it to the point where someone can't return their products. That's like when Microsoft did that whole thing with their computer products like 5-6 years ago. 5-6 years ago. When, I don't know if anyone remembers this, if it was on the news, I don't know how long ago it was, I think I was in school, but when they did that computer thing where you had to have a hard drive and it was Microsoft, and you had to have a video processor and it was a Microsoft, and it was the modem, and all the parts had to be Microsoft, and they went to court because it was a monopoly. That's like a monopoly, and it could could get it brought up in the courts and get tied up in litigation because of something like that, where you're not allowing people to resell their product. If I buy a Toyota Corolla, which I own, and I want to resell that car, even though I own it and I love it, I'm going to resell it. And Toyota can't say, no, you bought it, you're in a symbiotic relationship with it. That's retarded. It's mine. I own it. I got the title. I own the thing. I got the receipt, or whatever you want to call it. That's my car. I do whatever I want with my car. If I want to piss in the gas tank, I'll piss in the gas tank. All right? Even though it seems inappropriate. But, you know, that's what I'm going to do. It's my car. I have the right to resell my car if I would want to. Just like I have the right to resell my systems if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but if I wanted to, I could. You know? So doing this is insane. I can't believe they're actually considering this. This is crazy, because then GameStop's going to basically go out of, like then they're only going to rely on new sales, and that's going to really hurt their, you know, what they make on the side of all their profits. I know not a lot of people are GameStop fans, but you know, when you talk about a new game that you want and you want it today, you don't want to go on Amazon and go, okay, I got to order Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and it's going to be on Amazon. It's going to take like a week to get here because it's coming from Pennsylvania and I'm here in Oregon. You know, no, you want to go to GameStop and maybe they got it used. You can call in advance and say, oh yeah, we got this game used. You can come pick it up. Really? So that's my video response. I don't do these very often. I'm not very upset usually, but this actually upset me to a great deal. So thanks guys for listening to my rant. Sorry I got a little heated there with language, but I will see you guys next week.